For me, doesn't matter. For referee, is professional guy. Referee do his job. Yeah.
When someone's doing that to you, there's not. If you pull out high, you're going to get caught. If you lean back and try to stay away at a distance, you're going to go. The only you do is go into him and match him.
So Parker's on the ropes, tucking up, little uppercut slip through, right hand misses. There's another 2-3 shots there. They've come together, a bit scrappy. Right hand lands there. Fabio's absolutely exhausted. Parker's still tucking up, 2 shots.
Oleksandr Usyk mocks Joseph Parker. After humiliating defeat against Wardley, Usyk didn't hold back. He trolled Parker with that signature grin, the look of a man watching an amateur drown under pressure. For Usyk, it was comedy. For Parker, pure humiliation. The referee, he did the right thing, saved a beaten man from further embarrassment. Losing to Fabio Wardley like that, Parker's pride got stopped long before the fight did.
How much of a shock was it? No, it's a boxing. It's a boxing, I don't know.
And as Usyk laughed it off, the rest of the boxing world weighed in on just how far Parker's stock had fallen. Andy Lee's frustration was clear, but there was no robbery here. Parker wasn't robbed, he was exposed. Fabio Wardley didn't need the judges. His fists made the statement. The referee made the right call, stopping a man who'd already mentally checked out. Parker's defense collapsed, his timing vanished, and his pride crumbled live on camera.
I'm watching this and I just thought it was disgraceful tonight. I just thought that. Anyway, they robbed him of a victory, but people saw what happened.
Duke McKenzie couldn't have put it better. Parker threw it away. He walked in with talk of tactics, but left without a plan, outthought and outfought by a hungrier man. Fabio Wardley didn't just beat him, he dismantled a veteran who froze under pressure. This wasn't bad luck, it was bad judgment, and Parker's hesitation cost him everything.
Get a fight. I think that Joseph Parker threw it away. You know, they talk about tactics and game plans and one thing and another these days. Excuse me. You know, when I was boxing, obviously things were different, and you know, you kind of.
Derek Chisora spoke with empathy, but facts are facts. Parker got caught, panicked, and never recovered. Once that temple shot landed, his legs turned to jelly and his confidence vanished. Fabio Wardley smelled weakness and turned ruthless. Parker looked like a man searching for excuses rather than answers. Experience should have saved him, but instead, it exposed how fragile he really was when the fire hit.
Hey, listen, you got caught the head on the temple, and then after that, it was a long night for him. I'm a bit sad, because I didn't want him to go out like that.
Is that because of the fights you've had with him?
No, it's because that he's never boxed a southpaw. You know, that's the first southpaw he's boxed in how long? It's maybe his whole career.
Duke McKenzie hit the nail dead on. Parker got everything wrong. No rhythm, no heart, no urgency. He walked into a storm and expected mercy. Fabio Wardley didn't win by chance. He executed like a champion. Every punch had purpose. Every attack had intent. Parker didn't just lose the fight, he lost his aura. And Wardley walked out as the man who erased a former world champion's reputation in brutal fashion.
Parker, for me, the only thing that disappointed me about Parker was he threw it away. Because tactically, got his tactics all wrong. I know in heavyweight boxing, all heavyweights hit hard, but Fabio Wardley's on a great run of knockouts, right? Just knocking everyone out. Anybody put in front of me blows them out.
Carl Froch said what everyone saw. Parker froze. No counter, no composure, just survival. Fabio Wardley's pressure was relentless, forcing a supposed veteran into silence. That guard wasn't defense, it was surrender. A true champion finds a way to fire back, but Parker folded under fire. Wardley didn't just beat him, he broke him mentally, punch by punch, round by round.
Parker wasn't throwing much back. He should have either grabbed on, took a knee, or at least threw a bit more back. He was sitting back with his guard up, taking punches. It looked messy, it looked like he was under attack, and he was hurt.
Even Tyson Fury, Parker's mate, couldn't sugarcoat it. It was what it was. Translation? Parker got battered. Friendship aside, the beating was clear. Fabio Wardley showed no mercy, landing clean and heavy until the referee had seen enough. Fury's concern was genuine, but the truth stands, Parker looked finished. A fighter running on reputation rather than resilience.
Like they could ever write him off, but you've seen probably the fight of the year there. What a cracking heavyweight fight, you know, and big up to Joe Parker. He'd done the best he could and he fought admirably. But the other man, you know,
Frank Warren gave credit where it was due. Those body shots from Wardley were surgical. Each one chipped away at Parker's will, stripping the toughness right out of him. Fabio's accuracy was elite, his rhythm unstoppable. Parker's reputation didn't matter once the pain set in. A so-called world-class fighter crumbled under relentless bodywork. This wasn't an upset, it was a statement.
And I'll tell you what his body shots were good. He was catching him with body shots, and I think he hurt. And Joe's no slouch. I mean, he's a tough guy. He's on a roll. He's a former world champion. He's beaten, was it 3 or 4 of his last fights, all top 10 ranked fighters, and done it in style.
Parker's words sounded hollow, almost rehearsed. Calling Wardley a warrior after being dismantled wasn't respect, it was resignation. He knew he'd been dominated by a man with half his experience but twice his hunger. This was no warrior's pride, it was a defeated fighter trying to save face. Fabio Wardley didn't just outbox him, he stripped the belief right out of him. Parker's tone lacked conviction, his eyes lacked fire. That wasn't a post-fight reflection, it was an admission of hierarchy. Wardley proved who belonged at the top, and Parker's forced compliments only confirmed it.
Yeah, he's a tough man. Like I said before the fight, he was confident, he had self-belief, and he showed that he's a warrior.
Gerald Miller tried to be diplomatic, but his words couldn't hide the truth. Fabio Wardley earned every bit of that stoppage. Parker wasn't swinging, he was surviving. The referee didn't rob him, he rescued him. Wardley's timing, power, and precision were too much. You could sense Miller's respect for the new force emerging. He knew exactly what that kind of knockout power feels like. Parker, on the other hand, looked spent, beaten both physically and mentally. That's the reality of heavyweight boxing when you're done. Everyone sees it, and on that night, the world saw Parker fade under real pressure.
Oh man, I thought Parker was gonna pull it out, but we all know Wardley has that punching power and equalizer, but that's boxing for you.
Did you agree with that stoppage in the 11th?
No, I thought he could have went a little more, because Parker was still swinging, but UK is known for making fights.
Carl Frosch summed it up like a true fighter. Fabio Wardley was robbed of a highlight finish. The stoppage didn't protect Parker's record, it protected his dignity. Another minute and Wardley would have ended it spectacularly. Frosch saw what fans saw Parker done, exhausted, offering nothing back. That wasn't a contest, it was damage control. Even in mercy, Wardley looked dominant. He'd proven every doubter wrong, silenced critics, and dismantled a former world champion with class and composure. Frosch's analysis didn't question Fabio's power, it confirmed it. Wardley was levels above, and Parker was just another body in the storm.
Too early. He was tired. He may have just robbed Fabio Wardley there of a great stoppage, which is what I was saying with me and Groves. It stopped a bit too early. If the fight was going to carry on, I would have got the conclusive finish. Fabio Wardley may have just got the finish.
And as the dust settled, Dave Allen's words painted the final picture of shock and disbelief. Dave Allen's disbelief said it all. Nobody expected Parker to crumble like that. He entered as the favorite, the seasoned pro, and left looking like a sparring partner. Fabio Wardley flipped every prediction on its head, turning doubt into dominance. Allen's tone shifted from surprise to respect because he, like everyone else, witnessed a passing of the torch. Parker's confidence, his chin, his legacy, all questioned in one brutal night. Wardley didn't just win, he redefined the pecking order. For Parker, this wasn't just a loss, it was a reality check, a painful reminder that hunger beats history every single time.
An unbelievable fight, really. Ended up being a great fight. It wasn't one I was overly excited for, really. Amazing, really, amazing. So I thought Parker would win. I didn't really have any doubts. Parker.
John Fury summed up the very essence of why Fabio Wardley came out on top: pure willpower and grit. He wasn't the most experienced man in that ring, but he was the hungriest. That's what separates fighters from champions. Parker may have had the bigger resume, but Fabio had the bigger heart on the night. When things got rough, Parker wilted, while Wardley bit down on his gum shield and fought like his career depended on it, because it did. That's the difference between the man chasing greatness and the one holding on to fading glory. glory. Wardley didn't just show skill, he showed intent. He absorbed, adjusted, and exploded with the kind of resilience that defines true champions. Parker had his moments, sure, but Wardley had the finish, the final say, the power, the poise. John Fury knew exactly what he was watching, a fighter who refused to fold and proved that hunger beats history every single time.
Joe got on top of him at times, doubling the left hook up, hitting him with the right hand, had him all over, he's reeling all over Fabio Wardley, but he bit down his gum shield. He thought, right, fuck you, I've got the power to straighten this right out, and that's what he did.
David Higgins tried to stay loyal, but even loyalty couldn't hide the truth. Parker wasn't winning most of the rounds, he was surviving them. Fabio Wardley's equalizer wasn't just a punch, it was a statement. One clean shot and everything Parker built unraveled. Higgins' tone carried the pain of a man watching his friend collapse in slow motion. The power, the pressure, the composure, all in Wardley's favor. Once that big shot landed, Parker's confidence left the building. His legs betrayed him, his guard dropped, and his spirit seemed to fade with every thudding connection. Higgins said it was hard to watch, and it was, because fans witnessed a man once considered elite being systematically broken. Wardley showed no emotion, no hesitation, only precision. Every jab, every hook was a message. The new generation has arrived. Parker wasn't facing just another opponent, he was facing the future.
Was up, he was winning most of the rounds. But, you know, Wardley's got that big equaliser and rattled him, and Joseph's my friend. It's hard to watch your friend getting punched or hurt, so...
Johnny Nelson's take cut deep because it was painfully accurate. Parker didn't just lose the fight, he lost his pride. All that talk about focus and redemption evaporated when the lights hit and Wardley started landing bombs. Parker fought like a man haunted by his own words, scared of another humiliation, yet he created the very thing he feared most. Mugged himself off. Nelson couldn't have said it better. The defeat wasn't just physical, it was psychological devastation. Wardley exposed Parker's insecurities, stripped him of his composure, and left him questioning his own belief system. Pride is everything in boxing, and Parker's took a direct hit. Wardley didn't just win a fight, he rewrote the script of British heavyweight boxing. That performance screamed youth, hunger, and evolution. Parker represented the old guard clinging on. Wardley represented the storm breaking through. By the end, the difference between them was night and day. One man reborn, the other undone.
Said, I don't want to have egg on my face, I've got to get a job done here. So after the things he said the last time, he knows he probably mugged himself off. I think that probably hurt him more than anything, hurt his pride.
Fabio Wardley's demolition of Joseph Parker wasn't just a victory, it was a message. The new blood has arrived, and the heavyweight landscape just shifted. Wardley showed the composure of a veteran and the hunger of a man chasing destiny, while Parker looked like a ghost of his prime. Oleksandr Usyk's smirk after the fight said everything the elite see the difference between greatness and decline. Parker's time at the top feels over, and no moral victory can rewrite what we all witnessed. The referee saved him from disaster, but no one can save his legacy from this night. Wardley's rise is real, his power undeniable, and the heavyweight throne suddenly feels within reach. Do you believe Fabio Wardley is the next true British heavyweight star, or can Joseph Parker somehow climb back from humiliation? Let us know your thoughts below.